Great way to start the recording, dude.
No, you don't know how. You've never seen how we start the recording.
You just shit post until an intro.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
this is the intro. There is no proper real. There's a semi-real intro to this, but this is basically a podcast. We just say whatever the fuck we want.
I mean, yeah.
Thus, Titfah.
Titfah. Yeah, 2 idiots talk for an hour. In this case, it's still Titfah, but 3 idiots talk for an hour.
Well,
hey,
same amount of letters. The T and T. Oh my god.
3. You've cracked the fucking Illuminati code.
I've done it.
We did. Why did you start with the Zelda chest opening theme? Whose chest are we opening?
The chest of humanity.
Yes.
We've stolen their hearts and cracked their chest.
Kalima!
This is the
cracking open a boy with the cold ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
This has gone worse than expected.
Yeah, let's get into this. So, welcome to Titfah. So today we have Steven with us today, and he is going to. He just waved at absolutely nobody.
I'm
good
allowed
job.
to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yes,
I wouldn't go that far.
I will go that far.
Of course you will. We are in fear of our life. He will murder us. We know this.
I am armed and ready.
He's the edgiest of our avatars.
He really is the edgiest.
I'm also the most interesting of the avatars because we got Basic Bitch 1 and Basic Bitch 2, the Slime Edition.
He's making light of our characters.
How dare he?
Yes, so
I don't know who the fuck.
Let's begin by humiliating him.
I know nothing.
So today, what we're going to do on this show is we're going to throw out the name of animes we know, and he's going to have to guess. He's going to have to figure out the plot line of these things.
A general gist. He doesn't need to have specifics or anything, just as long as he gets a reasonable...
I don't know, I feel like he needs at least one where he needs to give us the entire plot line.
Oh, and just to get a ground rule on how I'm good at this, I don't really watch anime, and when I do, it's just pure comedy factor.
He figures that he's actually insulting us by calling us weebs, but
it's not.
No, I know I'm
gonna have it on my tombstone.
I'm just grinding your position into the ground.
Yes, that's good because I want to live underground with the mole people.
Yes,
the mole people will eat you alive.
I will become their king.
Good.
No, you won't. You'll become their bitch.
They wish.
The mole people are all manlets, so it's fine.
They wouldn't know what to do with it.
Hope you bring Vaseline down there.
So, shall you begin?
Sure. I'll start with the first one.
We'll go back and forth.
Okay, so the first one to go with, and we are going to be using mainly English titles.
Wherever
not all,
possible.
Yeah, wherever possible. Because, I mean, we're not that fucking evil. Let's try. He doesn't need a crash course in Japanese. So the first one.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe. I don't know.
Are you sure about that?
The first one is fucking. What the hell is it? I have the memory of a fucking ant.
Great job.
It's God's blessing on this wonderful world.
God's blessing on this wonderful world.
Yes.
Alright, so this is clearly Christian-based.
Let's hear it.
I'm going into...
Yeah,
Christian-based. Obviously, I know for a fact that there's going to be some sort of sexy nun. Maybe it's not sexy, but definitely like anime Big Eye Weeb. So it's called God's Gift on This Wonderful World.
God's blessing on
this wonderful world. So what I'm going to assume is that there's some sort of asshole convict person. He's a dick. He's seemingly irredeemable. But something terrible happens. And, like, the female version of God, because it's an anime, comes down and blesses him, and it's his shtick to try and become a better person. He's now a devout Christian, and he's trying to atone for his crimes. And that's God's gift on his wonderful world. And also, he probably ends up dating God.
Is that your final full on?
Is
the premise?
Is this your final form?
I'm gonna be honest. This is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I just lost the first question, didn't I?
You know what the funny thing is? You actually hit a couple points.
You did it!
Yes!
First off, there is a goddess.
Of course there is.
Yes.
It's not a Christian anime.
No, there's
I almost
no
did a friggin' spit take.
Look, I know one.
It's fine. No, you know what? We're not expecting you to know this shit. This is the fun part.
No, the fact you got half a point, it's like...
Yeah, you got the fucking goddess in there. I mean, that makes sense.
Technically, in a kind of a loose sense, the main character is kind of trying to become a better person.
He's not a convict. He's a fucking neat, is what he is,
basically.
He's
a disgusting hikikomori.
Yes.
Oh, we see like a mouth breather, super
Shut in
fat,
kind of thing.
acne.
Okay, if I remember correctly, he dies saving somebody who doesn't need to be saved, And then he wet himself.
Here's his what happens is he's going up to buy the latest manga when he's coming back home and he lives out in the country, it seems, and he sees a girl walking across the road and there's a truck barreling down on her, so he jumps in front of her. And then it turns out he dies. So he meets his goddess.
The guy stopped in time, by the way, perfectly. Like the brakes were working great.
It was a tractor.
It was a tractor. Yes, he
And
went
then,
very
of course,
slowly.
he pissed himself, right?
He pissed himself in front of everybody, and then immediately died of fright. And
Fun fact: 20 to 50% of people who die shit themselves.
That's correct.
Oh yeah, you avoid your bowels. It's
Yeah.
just what happens.
And it's only 20 to 50% of people, and it's usually because of non-violent allergic causes.
That would make sense.
Wow, you've learned too much today, and we're not even 10 minutes in.
Not enough. No.
Continue on though. Anyways. Finish it.
Anyways, and the doctors take him to the hospital, and the doctors and his family laugh at how pathetically he died.
Wow.
It's a very funny comedy anime.
He was not well loved.
Obviously.
No, he was a.
To continue on, after he dies, he goes into this kind of limbo area and meets the goddess Aqua. By the way, the main character's name is fucking Kazuma. And that's he has the funniest, stupidest thing there is hi, Kazuma does.
Which apparently
anyways.
was improv.
Yes. Anyways, in Aqua, and she basically is like this. Well, how do you describe Aqua?
A bratty, dumb child.
Basically, she's a bitch.
She comes across as very haughty at first.
She basically-
Yandere.
She gives
No.
not Yandere. That's fucking psycho. You're talking Tsundere.
Not even that. It's just like she pretends to be smarter and better at everything than she is, but she's
And
a
she
fucking
really isn't.
dumbass.
Oh. I already like her.
So she gives them options like, here's what you could reincarnate.
Yeah,
in,
you're gonna
basically.
reincarnate. The idea is that he's gonna reincarnate into another world and fight the Demon King. And if he can defeat the Demon King, it's like a typical fantasy
And
world.
I think it's like he can take one thing, and he's like, okay, well in that case,
I'll take
I'll
you.
And she's like, what? No, that can't happen. And then then like her sister comes up and is like, yes, he can actually. Bye.
The junior goddess just whisks her off, and then
Basically, and everyone's back like, thank God Aqua fucking left.
Basically, actually.
because nobody seems to like her. She has a small cult following in the world that he goes to, but
she thinks she's more important than she actually is.
but nobody takes her seriously, and the cult is very small and very looked down upon by everyone else because
Yes.
they're worshiping a useless goddess.
Wow,
Yeah.
I wonder why.
She's more useful than useless, but she's
Kazuma
pretty useless.
actually proves himself to be the most useful and sane character in the party that comes up from there. But anyways, yeah, that's basically
Yeah.
it. There, it's also known as Konosubarashi Nakakura,
Seka
or just
Fukuwaku
Konosuba,
is what people call
just
it.
Konosuba.
Or
But
just English works fine.
No.
That's
You're
blasphemy.
getting
Are
English.
you the guys who think sub is better than dub?
Yes.
Generally, I will accept a dub here and there.
Yes.
It's 'cause
Wow,
sometimes they're good.
But most
Wow.
of the time, it is yeah.
Wow, I prefer dub.
Hey, I was gun shy after 4Kids fucked up a lot of anime.
Oh yeah,
so-
I understand. You lived through that period.
Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
care, but I prefer dub over anything.
Hey, that's personal choice, dude. I'm not gonna hate you for that.
Considering that a lot of my favorite series I prefer in dub, so I'm not.
There you go.
Like,
see.
we all got to admit, Ghost Stories. Dub?
Of course, of
God,
course.
God bless, God bless. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say.
We all just saluted to a poster of Sonic.
Sonic and DC characters.
Alrighty, this one's gonna.
Oh, yeah, it's Taylor's turn on the
This
list.
one's gonna throw you for a doozy. Are you ready?
No?
Alright.
Good.
There's a subtitle. I don't remember what the fuck it is, but it's just called Princess 9.
Well, there's 9 princesses.
There we go. Good
Prob-
start.
Good
All
start.
right. Yeah, there's 9. It's rather there's 9 princesses, or they're in a place called 9. I'm gonna go with there's 9 princesses.
Okay.
But there can only be one! Because obviously the dad, he fucks.
We're going a Highlander route here.
Yeah, this sounds very interesting.
I think the dad has just had a lot of illegitimate children, and now that he's been offed, there's 9 princesses on the thing. There has to be one, so I don't think they're gonna fight, but I think they're gonna be petty bitches.
Okay.
As
And
princesses can be.
Yeah.
and I think the deciding factor, like the decider, is just gonna be done with all their shit. I know nothing else. There's got to be a dude in here somewhere. I assume every.
You have princesses, you gotta have a hero. Is that what you're saying, basically?
There's gotta be
Usually
a-
Not a
it's-
hero, just
There's gotta be a
dude.
princess
Whether he's
sometime.
comedy relief, whether he's hareming,
enough. Yep.
I don't know. I think this is just.
I mean, we got 9 princesses. How can it not be a harem, right?
Exactly.
I think this is basically just Princess Highlander,
Okay.
but with less murder.
Admittedly, that
Or
does.
maybe more murder.
Look, I don't think
You
it'll be
don't
more.
trust princesses. That's my advice. Don't trust princesses.
Are you stopping?
Two words: Princess Highlander.
Okay.
That's your final form?
Taylor, I will allow you to educate. You're actually going to educate me too, because I don't know much about Princess Nine.
Which is interesting because we watched the first episode
I
together.
fucking don't remember a thing.
No, you
about
don't.
it.
You don't remember anything. You're like Jon Snow.
Yes.
No, he doesn't know anything.
He
I know
remembers
things. I just don't remember.
Yes. So, you are 100% wrong. You cannot possibly be more wrong.
I don't know. I kind of want to watch his.
It does. I'll admit that sounds really interesting. So Princess Nine, it is a sports anime.
Oh, right.
Yes, about. So there's.
Wait. The sport in question is volleyball.
No, it's baseball.
I knew it was one of the two.
Nine
Nine
volleyball.
innings!
No,
God damn it!
basketball. Is it volleyball? No. Basketball? No. Is it football? No. It's baseball. I fucking knew it.
It's still not my favorite sport.
Okay, so basically the idea is the main character is this girl. Her dad was a famous pitcher back in the day, and she wants to get into the sport like him, and she gets offered a scholarship for.
I'm assuming his name is like Wraith Booth.
No.
Red Booth.
God damn it.
It's funny because if you
Yes.
switch letters.
Yes.
Anyways, so she gets offered the scholarship to very prestigious schools. The chairwoman there wants to start an all-girls baseball team. She was partially inspired by the main character's dad. They used to date when they were younger, so she kind of has this memory of him, and she wants to honor his legacy.
A little bit of sexual tension. I guess you can't really have sexual tension with a corpse.
Yeah, the dad's dead, and also the woman, she's kind of like she's very robotic. She's very cold and logical. So basically, she joins the team, and then she has to go and get the other. They're looking for other people that want this.
It's the getting the group montage time.
It half of the first third of the series is that, and then the rest of the series is playing sports. And the reason they're called Princess Nine is because it's an all-girls team, and there's 9 of them.
But no
And also
Highlander.
9 innings.
No, though to be fair, some of the girls can be very petty bitches because they're high school
So
girls.
give him a half a point for that. I think.
No.
The petty bitch thing.
Quarter point.
Okay, fine.
So I'm up to what?
That's the most
3/4?
petty bitch thing you
I'm
can
up
do.
to 3/4 of a point.
You're up to 3/4 of the point. That's pretty good.
Look, if I'm playing golf, I'm doing great.
I mean,
This one, okay, I'm gonna be a dick, but I'm kind of a dick because this is literally a one-word name. Overlord. I want to see where he goes with
game
this.
originally for the PS1, or is it PS2?
PS2, I think.
I know Overlord 2 is for the PS2.
no, it's for
And
PS3.
I will give you this much. Do not go off of that. It has nothing to do with
I
me.
know. I would love if that were a thing,
True.
but no. Obviously, this has something to do with an Overlord, but I don't think he'll be clubbing seals.
Fair enough.
We can't guarantee that
All right.
No, true enough, yeah. Anything's possible.
So,
with the power of anime.
Yes.
Overlord.
Power of God and anime on my side.
Ah!
I think that this is some sort of maybe not a demon prince, but he's definitely not human. I would think, or at least he's an asshole, and he's trying to be an overlord. He's trying to rule everything, but he's fucking incompetent. No one's trying to follow him. No one loves him. He has his lovable sidekick, Comedy Relief. Everyone loves him. But this is about a man who's trying to vie for power, but no one will listen to him. And, here's the kicker, he's right for once and no one believes him. So now he has to try and get people to believe him. And that face does not... You're trying to hold in laughter. You know what? Say it right to the mic. Laugh right into the mic.
Are you done with your description, though? Please continue if you aren't done.
No,
I'm actually enjoying this.
No,
I think this is just a guy, an incompetent leader, who's finally right for once and trying to gather an army that he can't do anything about. Look, I'm thinking.
No, you know what? You're doing damn good for having nothing to go
really
on.
are.
This is what I want to watch, baby.
Honestly,
Anyways, boys.
Okay, so
Prove
you're
me-
finished on this?
Yeah, prove me
Okay,
right.
Overlord is the story about technically he's nameless in the real world, of a hero who played an original fucking dive MMO called Yggdrasil. And basically on the last days of the game, he decided to stay there. He had a major fucking guild of all non-human characters with his friends and everything. And he's the last one. He was the strong... I think he was one of the stronger ones there. He was the
believe,
guild
yes.
master. So he was there till the very end. He just walk around spending time there with the NPCs and such. Sits down on his throne. Time ticks down. Closes his eyes. Time starts ticking back up. He is now in another world. It is known as Isekai.
Isekai.
It's a guy. No, but he is a fucking skeleton lich type thing. So you were right on the not human part,
Yes.
although you kind of veered away again. You were kind of like you weren't sure.
Look,
So
I
that
was
was good.
always down on the non-human.
And to
part.
be fair, you also said that he's not a great guy, which is...
Here's the thing. He is technically okay. He's kind of a two-minded thing there. He has his human mind stuck in the back of his head, but his body tends to go towards the, of course, chaotic evil thing that a lich would do, right? A fucking skeleton lich kind of thing. And he is not hated by everyone. Everybody in the fucking Great Tomb of Nazarick, which is their fucking place, worship him as a basically god-made flesh.
But the people outside.
They kind of want to suck his dick most of the time, too.
But mostly because when he shows up,
He's
shows
terrifying.
himself. Yes, he is terrifying. But the thing is that a lot of times when he helps the people, certain people,
They want to
because
suck his dick more.
basically, yeah, because the whole thing, it's all going according to plan. He was not wrong on one thing.
Yes.
He's a bit incompetent at times.
He kinda
because he's just
is.
a guy. In the back of his head, he's still just a guy. But one of his fucking right hands is the most immaculate strategist ever. And it's like, you of course thought about this. His name's Ainz, by the way. You of course thought about this, Ainz Sama. He's like, what? I mean, yes, what?
He just kind of goes with the
Hey,
flow.
and I said a lovable sidekick.
And then he has two adorable dark elves. He has a hot succubus, and a childlike vampire that wants to have big tits but always just stuffs her bra. Giant beetle.
Why did you slap
monster.
your chest? Are you trying to get bigger titties than you already
I'm-
have?
Respect, man. Respect for the flat chest.
And basically his whole plan is to take over the world.
Alright. Stereotypical evil villain.
But he is literally, it's a take that's they've started working a few more here in recent years, but he is top tier final end game boss level power. So the idea it isn't a rise to power. He is now trying not to murder people by just existing in a lot of cases. So yeah, that's Overlord, and it is, if you can't tell from the way I talk, it's fanboyism on that.
Yes.
So
Alright.
it's a fucking awesome show. I highly recommend it.
Get more points here.
I think you're up to a point now. I'm gonna give you that for the bits and pieces.
That's
Okay.
a knee slapping.
Your turn there, Taylor.
Alrighty, Serial...
I'm gonna get more water while you do this.
Serial Experiments Lane.
Oh fuck.
Serial Experiments Lane?
Serial, S-C-R-I-A-L.
All right.
Experiments Lane, L-A-I-N.
So, I know all those words separately.
Yep.
Serial means repeating. Experiment is
Experiment.
I actually don't know what the word lane means. What is
It's a name.
It's a name of the main character.
Serial Experiment Lane? So this man, according to, definition of words, is being constantly experimented on. To the point where he's completely fucked up. Maybe not physically, but he's having
Mental problems.
I think he's mentally fucked up.
Okay, fair enough.
Because, you want your main character to have some sort of
Psychosis.
I was gonna say good lookingness.
But that also.
And I think this is he obviously wants to get back at the people fucking with him. So I think that's the plot. He's completely fucked up mentally, and he's just trying to get back at the people who did that to him. He's clearly broken out, gathering power. You always gotta have a sidekick. And I ain't gonna say no more because I think this is a pretty basic
You're talking
plot.
about that's your description.
This is a pretty basic plot.
Taylor.
Again, you're quite wrong. There's a couple. You're almost there. Okay, so for one thing, Lane is a 14-year-old girl.
You can still be fucked up and be a 14-year-old girl.
That's true.
Lane has a number of mental problems. Basically, the show's kind of weird. It's a really experimental, kind of psychological, really fucked up show. But basically the plot is that the internet and the real world are starting to merge together in a kind of metaphysical way.
Oh no, the porn is coming through.
I think you mean oh yes.
No, I'm gonna say oh no. I don't want to open my door and see. Oh great, furries and close the door.
Fair enough.
This
Fair
is why I
enough.
have guns in my house, sir.
Fair enough. What guns you do not have access to, sir?
Anyway, so she's attempting basically just sort of to find out what's going on. There's a lot of weird technological sort of shit going on, and she tries to sort of investigate it, and then it comes out eventually that she might be God of some kind.
Oh, just might be. You know, maybe I'm just a little bit of a
By the way,
god.
I think you, Miss. I think you might have a serious possible
of divinity.
divinity. Yes.
Okay, the issue, it's because the show's very vague and very, like, cryptic and very psychological and very symbolic. It's the show where you're like, I'm not sure what the fuck that means.
But you're like, cool look, mate.
Yeah,
You'll find this is one of Taylor's favorite fucking genres is fucking mindfuck
dementia is apparently
psychological,
what it's
yeah.
listed as on certain
or
sites.
psychological.
Alright,
well,
he likes
basically.
it through the ear.
That's correct. That's correct.
Straight access.
So I guess it's my turn now, is it?
Indeed.
I'm gonna give myself like half a point there because I got mental problems.
I wouldn't give you a quarter. 1.5.
You are harsh, sir.
I am very
You
hard.
just said a quarter and then
One
gave
point-
me a half.
1.25.
Hey, he said what? He said 1.5. I'm taking that.
1.25.
No, no. There was a pricing error. I get 1.5.
1.25.
1.3.
1.3.
Pricing.
1.3.
1.3. All right, we got a deal.
Okay, I'm not keeping track of these points anymore. Okay, so my choice for you is arch enemy and hero.
Well, this one's almost self-explanatory.
Or
which
is it?
means no, that's what's getting me.
Uh-huh.
They're simple. It should be bad guy, good guy. They fight, they kiss. But it's not. But you're freaking out.
What's happening
He's
here?
never seen it, actually.
No, I don't know.
Arch enemy and
I've
hero.
never heard of the
There's
show.
clearly two warring powers.
Okay.
They definitely have a history. I don't know if it's a friendly history, but they do know each other.
Okay, warring powers, I'm pretty sure it's not a friendly history.
I mean, obviously there's leaders, but like they've had history. Maybe they used to be friends, but like something happened.
I get you.
That may have happened, and it's basically just it's going to be not maybe all out war, but it's definitely two warring powers, and it's going to follow both sides. You'll see, what happens with this guy, what happens with this guy, and they're all gonna have like dark backwards, like, ugh, I used to know him, I used to trust him, and then out of the war, there's a third party that's making them both fight.
Oh my god.
It's good old fashioned good guy, bad guy, and then evil
And
master.
Puppet master up the ass, basically.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. That's your thing? Boom? Okay. You're
As
basically
always,
wrong. Basically wrong.
As always, I'm somehow almost right.
War is in there. You're not wrong.
But that's
It's warring things. So basically, the whole thing starts off with the hero. I should mention, nobody has names in this fucking show. Everybody is referred to by their fucking class.
Oh, I think I know this show.
Okay, shh.
I think I know this
Allow
one.
me. So, the hero, very stereotypical looking hero, is sent to take out the Demon Lord.
Yep, I know
The
this
Demon
one.
King, sorry.
I've seen it, never
Have
mind.
you? Okay.
Yep.
And
English
he gets
fucked me
there.
up.
He gets there. Yeah, I know. I went for the English on it. He gets there and finds out the Demon Lord is actually this big-titted anime chick who is totally into him and wants to. Now, this isn't like just gone pure.
They
porn.
wanna fuck!
She wants to. He's a
little weird.
well, no, he's a fucking
Paladin.
Night. Gay.
no.
Abstinent.
No, but the thing that leads to
Eunuch.
abstinence. No, he's a fucking virgin.
There we go.
So there we go.
The thing that
Like,
the thing that
are you
leads to
talking about
abstinence.
this never had sex, or is he also a eunuch?
No, he's just a virgin. He's never had sex. But the thing is that you find out that it's actually not. It moves along. There's like you think that she wants to fuck him kind of thing. But it's actually a case of she was like, I want to make a better world. Look at how the world is now. Kill me, sure. Another demon lord's gonna happen. And she said the whole world. Basically, if we tried to bring peace about the way you're bringing peace, the world will collapse. Because at this point, the war is making certain nations capable of fucking existing because of supplies and such, and other such things like that. So she's basically this whole fucking 1,000-step plan to make it so the world comes to peace.
Reasonable.
And the whole idea is basically them
pieces through his penis.
them basically. No, funny thing is I haven't even finished fully on this yet.
I haven't either.
But as far as I have gone, no sex.
Also,
I mean,
they
you have
spend
to get
most
to
of the
the end.
series apart. Like, most of them are doing separate things.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
kind of disappointing. It was kind of what I came
The
in for.
characters, I don't mind the characters. The thing that gets me is I kept watching this even though there was not a trace of fucking action. Action is alluded to.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
So-
it's a show about
So
economics.
somebody
and
says, "Oh,
tactics.
so someone says there, "Oh, you're so strong, you killed that giant boar." And it's like he's sitting on a stump eating lunch, and there's this giant boar. It's like I'd like to see that, you know.
look, politics is its own reward.
Wow.
I'm going to give you enough to get yourself to half for points on
There
that,
we go.
just because of the war.
There
effort stuff.
was enough.
He got close enough in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I'll
Look,
give you
I'm just skimming the bottom of this barrel.
that. Fair enough.
All right.
Okay, I have to give you points. By the way, your improving on this is actually pretty. Damn
It is.
good.
Yeah.
Creativity.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Gosick.
I'm sorry.
Gosick. Gosick.
It's
This is
go
This is
sick.
Taylor's. No, it's all one word.
Gosick.
Look,
Sick, but one word.
I know what it is. I'm breaking it up into words, and I'm formulating a thought.
All right, go ahead.
I've not formulated a thought.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Keep working. Keep working. We
All right.
still got like 35 minutes to kill.
Go sick. So this is definitely about getting down with the sickness, you know? Thank you.
I did not do that well.
No, you didn't.
No
my
one
throat
does.
My throat kind of died.
Yeah, there's nobody that does.
Except the singer, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that there is rather a sickness or someone trying to spread a sickness, i.e. go sick.
Okay.
Maybe it's some sort of doctor guy. And, you know, maybe it's I'm assuming it's on accident, but it's very viral. Because I think it would be a lot more interesting if they were trying to find a cure, but they were all sick at the same time. But it's not lethal in any way.
Okay.
It's just it's a type of sick where it's just funny to watch them, but there's currently no cure, obviously,
Okay.
because they're trying to find a.
Yeah, that's the
It'd
whole
be
point.
no fun to find a cure if it's like, man, he's got the cold. Take this pill.
Yeah.
I think it's just. I guess it'd just be a doctor anime. I think it's
Yeah.
And
doctor.
that's your final answer?
Are you?
Yeah, and I know I'm completely wrong.
Okay, first off, I want to say that is not badly put
No.
together for giving the fact that you have nothing but the title,
No,
which you
that-
have no idea what the fuck it means. That
also sounds kind of
I
interesting.
could believe that would be a legit anime.
Yeah.
I give it a shot.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Illuminatium,
Yeah, you are so completely wrong.
but understandable.
Yeah, the origin of the title is it's the way a Japanese person would pronounce Gothic.
Also, I thought it was Gothic, not Gosick.
No, it's Gosick.
Is it actually? Because
Yeah.
it makes more sense if they're trying to pronounce Gothic. It would be
No,
Gothic.
because that's in Japan. Because
Gothic,
the it's a long O sound,
Yeah,
and they have an S.
I see. Yep, that's a slurred Gothic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which means, now that I know it's Gothic.
Do you want to try again?
Do you want to? All right. You
Give
want
me
to?
this one.
You
hint?
gave me a slur.
Well, that's the title. That's the. Fucking...
Let's let him fix his story
All
here
right.
now that he knows.
Now it
it.
takes
Okay.
place in the Renaissance. Because that was where most. I'm not sure good of history. The one subscriber who was a history buff will know. But that's
That'd be
generally.
Taylor.
Yeah, that'd be me.
I think it's generally during the early mid Renaissance when I think most Gothic architecture was created. So it's definitely, in the German area because that's
Germanic, very Germanic.
Okay.
yeah, in the Germanic Empire. If it's called Gothic, wow, I think it's definitely not an architecture anime. I think this
It
is.
would not surprise me if there is one though.
Oh, there definitely is, and it's very boring.
And I'll find it and I'll love it. It'll be the best anime I've ever
Yeah, it
watched.
definitely has to do with something in Germany.
That's his other favorite genre, by the way, is boring.
I'm just gonna go with
Yes.
a basic plot. Honestly, I think this is just the misadventures of a group of people in Gothic times. There's an overarching bad guy, but he's not really alluded to like mid-season,
Alright.
and he's only revealed at the end of season 1. I can't think of anything specific really.
It is not exactly an illuminating title.
No, it really
No,
isn't. I'd say he's closer now than he was
No,
before.
he's definitely closer. But you're still quite a ways off. So it actually takes place in between World War 1 and 2.
you could The Dirty 30s?
No, it's like 20s. It's like early 20s.
Alright, the Roaring 20s.
In Europe, it's a small fictional nation, right, like in the corner of the Alps. It's like a part of where France is. And basically the story is that there's a Japanese transfer student. He's come to a real nice secluded academy in this country, and he's there to study. And it's the school. There's a lot of rumors and legends and urban myths swirling around the school. It's a really old school, and there's this really big library tower in it. And so one day he goes in the library tower and he finds this little girl, and she looks like a doll. She's like a tiny little thing.
But she's 307 years old, I bet.
No, she's like 14.
Yeah,
She's-
fucking change it. Goth Lolita.
Yeah,
Oh,
gothic,
boy.
gothic.
There's your gothic.
Lolita.
Everyone loves...
Also, it's there's a little bit of gothic horror in there in some of the stories, but basically to boil it down, it's Sherlock Holmes. If Holmes was a temperamental 14-year-old girl and Watson was a mild-mannered, slightly chubby Japanese schoolboy. And they go on various adventures, and they go solve mysteries, and there's a big plot, and at the end it gets wrapped up with involved in World War II. And
Hey, I got the, lovable group.
it's not...
I don't know.
It's really mostly a focus on the two of them. There's a few side characters, but it's mostly the mains.
I think the only part I really got was, it really...
France is close to Germany.
No, I think the main part I got was the main guy is revealed at the end, and it's probably alluded to about halfway through.
Yeah, I think that's probably the thing.
And the main guy is Hitler.
He is not. Hitler is not in the anime. It's actually.
I like how you say it's not in the anime. Is it in the manga?
I don't think he's in the light
Is
novels
this like Persona
either.
3 all over again?
That's Persona 2. Excuse you.
I don't know this shit.
Now
To
you
be
know.
fair, give him points for that
Yeah,
alone.
that's-
He knew it was Persona.
Okay.
He knew something for Persona.
Look,
and
I know
that's a
Persona
pure
1
knowledge.
is basically not called Persona. Persona 2
It
has...
is Persona.
Revelations Persona.
In America.
And Persona 2 is, my bad, Fiona. Persona 3 is what got everyone to the game. Persona 4 is
Shit.
somewhat
Yes.
unremarkable, and everyone loves Persona 5.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of sort of.
Yeah.
Um,
So are we? Can we just give him a quarter point for that for knowing the Persona reference? Actually, I just want to give
yeah,
him
that's
that.
fair.
'Cause
So
he wasn't getting a point for
what are we?
anything else.
1.75.
Yes.
Oh boy.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Whoa!
Okay. So my next one, I'm gonna preface this is an anime movie.
I can't wait till one of you guys name something I know and I fucking slam you down.
I'm waiting for it because I can just imagine there's
I'm
gonna be
gonna be
something.
honest, the titles I know,
You might. I don't know
I probably won't.
your name.
Steven?
No, that is the name of the movie. Your name.
It's just called Your Name.
Alright.
In Japanese, Kimi no Nawa.
This
Yes.
is about an amnesiac. Who obviously can't remember his name,
Alright.
but...
Go get some water.
And he's trying to figure out his name. And it's
Alright.
obviously wrapped up in something major and important, which gave him his amnesia. And obviously he meets people along the way who, maybe they don't know him specifically enough to know his name, but he's definitely met them before, and they're wrapped up in some sort of greater mystery. And at the end he figures out he's obviously some not average Joe, and he remembers his name, which also brings back all of his, oh, I'm remembering all my abilities I had, and he beats the shit out of someone. Generic bad guy number 5. I think that'd be actually really cool. I bet
I'd
I'm
watch it.
completely.
That
I
sounds
bet
like
I'm.
I think that's an anime already. It sounds
I bet I'm
sure it is.
completely wrong, but fuck if I don't want to watch that. Because
Okay,
I
now-
bet it's better than what you're about to say.
First off, wrong.
Taylor, could you explain? Because I'm very bad at remembering the movies 100%.
So, Your Name is a body-swapping romantic comedy.
Oh boy, am I so right that I just thought of a better thing.
You're wrong. Anyway,
I don't know. He's thought of a better thing. I kind of want to hear it.
The anime version of Freaky Friday does not count as better.
it's not Freaky Friday. It's a guy it's like a teenage guy in the city, ends up somehow miraculously body swapping with a girl from the countryside, and
$5 says the first thing he does is feel himself up.
God damn it!
Yeah.
All right, let's give him a full point for that.
I'm gonna. Yeah, full point. You're a
No,
97
he
point.
absolutely does.
He automatically just goes to fucking Pound
Okay.
Town.
To be fair, wouldn't we all?
Yeah,
We're
Yeah.
sick people.
we're sick people. Yeah.
We're sad, lonely men.
Honestly, for me, that'd be the second thing, because the first one would be, what the fuck?
That that kind of is his first thing, actually. I think. No, maybe not that loudly, but it's just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Look, if you're not screaming, what's the point?
But the sort of the plot twist is that it turns out that the girl died like several years ago. Died. She died several years ago.
Congratulations, you're winner.
Yes.
Then perish.
So a meteor struck her town because the guy goes to try and find her. And he's like, okay, so this is where you live. I'll go there. Checks it out. The whole thing's a fucking crater now because a meteor struck her town and killed her.
By the way, I should mention that they have found a way to communicate with each other between these things.
Yeah, they write on their body and that's.
I think at first it was more they just left notes for each other and such
too.
like that. And yeah, so he basically.
And then there's some time travel shenanigans, and then he manages to find a way to get her to evacuate everybody out of the town. And then,
basically, yeah, he changes the past through her body.
Yeah.
Because she's still alive when he's in charge. So. Yeah, and basically, but the problem is, and it's a little sad. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a very sad movie.
It does. Basically, I don't want to give the ending. Actually,
no, let's not.
I really shouldn't.
It's a great movie. It needs to be watched.
It really should be.
I don't know. I feel like my amnesiac plot.
Every plot you've talked about, basically, I'd watch.
Yeah.
Every single one of them, I'd watch.
I'm
still want to watch The Princesses of the Highlander.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
That would be the best.
Someone give me a budget. So I'm
They
at
ain't gonna be here.
I'm at 2.75.
Yes, you're at 2.75.
Alrighty, mine is next. I think I'm gonna do this one.
Go for it.
It's
Do it.
California Crisis.
All right, so
Fuck.
this is just a documentary about what's going on in California.
Whole fucking state's just burning down.
It's rather burning or drowning. All right,
Both.
No, California Crisis. I think it's obviously a natural disaster. I think it might be a supernatural disaster, but it's definitely a disaster. And obviously, group of people, they're trying to stop it, but they're trying to stop it while it's already happening. But like the first one happened, and they have to stop the big one. And I think they're all bumbling idiots. Like, it's the idiots trying to save California, because, why would they be competent?
This also sounds very entertaining, I have to say.
Yep. Yep. You're continuing on a perfect tear here.
Yeah.
And I think the main bad guy is, I feel like he's going to be a foreigner. I don't want him to be a foreigner, but I feel like that would be perfect. I feel like this is somewhat racist. Also,
your depiction of it or the actual show?
A little bit of both.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
also, avocados.
Ooh. Because you need to have avocados.
You're in California. There's avocados. I don't know how it's relevant to the plot. Maybe it's like the cabbage guy from Avatar.
Millennials.
Where it's just like, my avocados! Now I want to watch
cabbages!
Now I want to watch Avatar again.
Yes, that's a good... it's always a good time to watch Avatar.
Not an anime, though.
No.
Bit irrelevant, but still.
Okay, so is that...
That's
your
all?
Pressing the buzzer.
See, this is one I don't know either. Actually, I've never even heard of it.
I tried to get you to watch it, and they were like, "I'll watch it another day."
Alright, so what's the Californication here?
First off, no avocados, no millennials. It takes place in the 80s.
I mean, I wasn't expecting it to have that. That was...
Okay.
I was throwing that out there.
There's not really any kind of disaster either. There's, like, the hints that there might possibly be one, but here's the gist. So there's this guy, he's going back to California, he's getting off work, and he's like, yeah, I'm going into the city. And he ends up picking up this hitchhiking girl at the diner, and she's like, hey, come along with me.
Never pick up hitchhikers, especially in California.
No, she's also a bit of a slut, so that's neither here nor there.
That's how you get an STD.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't sleep with her, though. She's like, and he's like, sorry, I don't want to go to jail. I think you might be underage.
Hey, you don't have to have sex to get STDs.
Yeah, fair enough. At least, like, full penetrative, anyways.
You just gotta, touch it. Sometimes they're a bit viral. Everyone has herpes. You just...
Everyone has AIDS.
Not AIDS, herpes.
That's a song.
Anyways, so basically, while they're driving along, they're doing their little road trip thing. This military van just crashes off the side of a highway.
And what you do is you keep driving.
No, they go down. They also get, like, caught up in the crash.
Are they white?
Yes, they are.
Makes sense.
There you go. And also, the bad guy's not foreign. He's also white. I hate to disappoint you. But anyways, in the truck, the girl steals, like, this weird, like, artifact thing, and they're not sure what the hell it is, but it turns out it's basically a crystal ball sort of thing, and it shows them the California desert. I think it's like the Nevada desert. It's somewhere in there.
It's the Nevada desert.
Yeah. And she's like,
That is Mojave.
She's like, we have to go there for some reason. They're certain it's some kind of alien artifact. So it's basically just one long road trip chase scene movie with like the government agents in hot pursuit as they try and get.
This
to
sounds
the
like
desert.
the plot to Paul.
The Plot's Ball?
Oh!
Okay, I've never seen it.
Uh,
It's the only one I want to see it, but I've never got around
It's
to it.
pretty good.
I wouldn't recommend it. It was not good.
All right, first off,
So I got one
fuck
for
you.
and one against, so
Look.
fair enough.
Do you
was
like
not
Nick
good.
Frost and Simon Pegg?
Yes.
Do you like somewhat shitty comedies?
Yes.
Do you like old grandmas beating the shit out of people?
See, now I'm totally in now.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, it's not the best Simon Pegg Nick Frost movie.
No, that would
But-
be the Cornetto trilogy.
It is a Simon Pegg Nick Frost movie, and it's still good.
With also Seth.
I've
Seth
seen
Rogen.
it 8 times.
Yeah, Seth Rogen is Paul.
Yes.
His name.
We're a little off topic anyway. So Taylor, what do you?
There's
give
also a Jesus plot.
No, yeah, no, I don't. No point.
Are you giving nothing?
I give nothing on this.
I don't know. I feel like
You
might
are
have
a
gotten
stingy
close.
bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, you did get a super point there last time, so.
Yeah, no,
last
you're not getting anything. 2.75.
2.75.
2.75.
Okay, sweetness and lightning.
Very, very frightening me. Galileo.
Figaro.
Da-da-da-da.
Anyways, sweetness and lightning.
Very. Yeah.
The Japanese name being Amamoto Inazuma. So
Awamato Imazuma.
yeah.
I feel like that's not a direct translation.
It is actually like direct,
Yeah.
Alright.
very direct.
Sweetness and lightning.
Yes.
Now, I want this to be a romance between Aphrodite and Thor. Because I think that'd be hilarious.
That would
just
be
like
pretty
a bunch
funny.
of gods just doing their fucking thing.
Oh, so you mean they're all being like Zeus now, basically, fucking everything that moves.
Well, maybe not, but like I would love it if that, but that's not it. This definitely is it's definitely a romance.
Okay. All right.
Wow, that was a lot of
Yeah, confirmation.
We're not gonna give you any
No.
fucking around on this. We're accepting your words.
I'm
as,
just trying to figure out why it's and lightning. I think the lightning is because it's someone who has some sort of powers.
Okay.
I don't know if they're any good. Like maybe that's the point. Maybe
see.
they're shit. I bet they're shit powers.
Yes.
Like he's supposed to control lightning, but like he's like a joy buzzer, and not even a good one. Like it's got a
Dollar
faulty,
store joy buzzer.
it's a faulty battery, but like it still kind of works. And obviously he's really down on himself, and that's where the sweetness comes in. It's the girl who's just completely normal. Maybe she's got like a tragic backstory number 7.
Okay.
And they're working together. They're both building each other up. It's an anime, so they're like, they touch and like, someone's nose shoots out, and it's all about just like they're building each other up. They're falling in love. I don't even think there'd be a real villain. This is just pure. This is just a romance.
Sweetness.
This is just
pure
pure.
s-
This is just a romancy love plot. This is something you sit down with your significant other and watch, or you sit alone with an inflatable doll,
That's
which you have hiding somewhere.
That's what you got.
That's what I got, and I'm.
Okay. First off, can I make a comment on blowing the nose out? What?
What the fuck was
What was
that?
that?
Me cutting sure to look like.
They were just like, wait, what? It's like you just do this thing, and the nose blows out, and it's like.
You know,
what?
like obviously, the dude's watching there, sees a woman, low cut,
Oh, you're going for the
nosebleed.
nosebleed.
the
Gotcha.
nosebleed,
Okay,
but
I
it's
get
usually
you.
a
That's what I
rocket.
assumed. I was not certain.
Okay,
nose-
now to give you
The bloody
okay.
nose rocket. Oh, you're
Um,
reading verbatim, huh?
I'm not going to read verbatim, but I had to jog my memory on exactly the things on it. Well, you were right on one thing. This is a show you could sit down with a significant other or blow up doll and watch.
I wouldn't recommend the blow up doll. It's too pure for a blow up doll. Like,
Fair enough.
Look, if you buy an expensive blow-up doll, anything is possible. If you buy a dollar store one,
No.
you pump up and it's got like a shitty face, and like there's edges to
I'm
it.
sorry, I'm going further with this. Not a blow up doll. This is for your high tech sex droid.
Yes, it's for all of your wonderful pseudo 3D waifus.
Exactly. So basically, this is a story about a man who is teacher, hard done by a hard-working teacher, whose wife died, and he has to take care of the little daughter by himself. But this guy is literally all the time working. He has little time for his daughter. He tries to make as much as he can. But thing is that he finds that they are not eating very well. The thing is, like, you don't got any time. You fucking do instant food all the time. And he finds the daughter's, like, enjoying this stuff too much. He's like, I'm a horrible dad, kind of thing like that. Has a little crisis of conscience. He runs across one of his students there, and she's having food there in the park, and they basically find out she's like this amazingly really good chef because her mother runs a restaurant. And they basically, at one point, he just gets to a point where he's like, I can't feed my daughter this shit. And he just kind of snaps and takes her, and basically they go running and end up at the restaurant. And, the whole idea is basically over time, the teacher and the daughter are learning to cook with the student. And
Oh, that's adorable.
It's very adorable.
It is exceptionally, it is
it's sweetness!
Like, enlightening.
Very, very.
Frightening.
How's the lightning get in here?
I don't know.
I think it's because
I think
it
sparks?
has to, I think a little bit that, but I think it has to do more with the daughter. She's extremely energetic.
Yes.
All right.
I'm just gonna bring this up. I need to show him just what this how
Again,
adorable this
all
is.
of my plots still great.
Yeah, you know what? I'd still take it. Taylor, you can reach closer. Can you type that in there?
Jesus Christ, man!
He is broken.
You're like the Gunzerker from Borderlands 2.
I don't know these references.
Completely broken and almost just unfair.
Okay.
Look at her. I love her.
Would you die for her?
Yes.
Good. This is how
I
it
will
should be.
protect her with my life.
At last you understand.
That's the teacher.
He looks like a shitty version of the main character for Persona 5.
I'm just imagining Joker raising like him and.
Hey, his leg also gave out, like me. I fucking love the name of animes inside of animes. I think my favorite anime inside of anime is like this. It's still the Silver Samurai, the Samurai series.
What the fuck is that from?
The Silver
Phoenix,
Samurai
right?
is fucking. Well, Silver Samurai is a fucking character from Marvel.
I mean, there's the Silver Samurai. There's the Princess Samurai.
Oh, okay.
And, like, the shtick of Phoenix Wright one is they're all blank samurai, and they're all really cheesy, really shitty, and they're meant for like little kids. But like, the main, at least the people you follow, they're all like adults, and they're all still watching it. And the shtick is, why the fuck are you watching this? This is for kids. And it's like, yeah, and so are tricks, motherfucker. Still eating them.
Going back to this, as you can see, this is a show to make you feel good.
It's a feel-good show.
It's
all
adorable, and it's just
It's
a good thing to watch after you watch something harsh.
This is something you bring with a box of tissues. Not for that, you heathens, to cry in.
There we go. Okay, Taylor, do you have yours next?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna throw you a Japanese title here because I'm gonna be a monster. Azumanga Daioh.
Azumanga Daioh. Why have I... This is familiar.
He might have heard this one.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't know if
surprised.
it's because of Japanese, but do you mind if I use Google Translate?
it doesn't translate to anything.
You know what? I'm going to do it anyways because you can't stop me.
You're up to the...
I mean, it works.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think
I
this
thought he
one-
was putting in the name.
I don't think it.
Zoo.
Zoo. Let me type it.
Yeah, you...
I don't think it even translates to anything coherent. Azumanga Daioh.
Is it an A? I thought it was just D-I-O.
No.
And this is the Japanese.
Yep. Luxembourgian. There you go. It's either Japanese or Javanese.
Alright, so due to the fact that there's not a direct translation, that seems to me that this is just pure Japanese jargon. Like, there is no translation, because this is, we all have our own words that we make that are fucking meaningless. Like,
That's right.
kazooie, or kablamo. So this is...
Oh, that is actually onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Kablamo. For those at home, he just flipped me off.
Well, I didn't do the middle finger. Like,
Well,
the
it's the
scene
same
from,
idea.
The
He
scene
did
from
the one-
Spaceballs, except for he's not peeing.
Fair enough.
Which is, again,
Continue.
a
Anyways.
movie I've seen way too many times and
good
need to
movie.
watch again.
That's
Good
right.
Mel
reasoning.
Brooks. Anyways, so this is... Again, so it's called Azumanga
Azumanga Daioh.
Daioh. Manga Daioh.
Manga.
I mean, you haven't
manga
used
guy.
it yet, but you can just tap out if you If you
No,
have
I
fucking idea.
refused. Do I look like a bitch?
I'm just putting it out there.
Do you want
I'm
me to
giving you
answer
the
that
option.
The answer is no, I don't look like a bitch. I look like a registered sex offender.
That's true also.
Damn it, Taylor.
You gotta
I wish I didn't, but
gotta
you know,
roll- you gotta
life
roll-
hit
you gotta
life hits
roll.
you with the wrong stick.
That's
His
true.
beard
Azumanga-
also kind of makes him look.
Azumanga Daioh, the short title, Daioh Azumanga. This is a slice of life anime. I think this is a slice of life, which means it follows a group of people, probably in school. It's not always, but you know, what can you do? And I think the shtick of this slice of life anime is that one of them is weeby even for Japanese people. Like, they're absolutely misfits.
Interesting.
But, like, they want to, you know, but they realize that they're completely inept at social interaction. So they all try to get out more. And, you know, they meet a nice person who is, I wouldn't say preppy, but, like, they're popular.
They're a normie.
They're a normie. I wouldn't say a normie. I
They're
would,
somewhat there.
I would go
They're
with
what they
preppy.
want.
A preppy who, like, wants to get into that group, but, like, social standings and all.
I get it.
And, like,
Mm.
you know, it's just a fun thing. They're trying to get more normal. They're trying to, like, hey, I like card game. And honestly, like...
I like card game.
I
Well,
enjoy popular animation product.
Worlds collide. It's lovely. Everyone learns in the end. I think this is just wholesome.
So
God.
that's your final answer?
And with that, I think I completely fucked. I think I'm completely wrong.
Just say whatever you want to say.
I'm done.
You're done?
And I think I'm completely wrong because of that,
I'm gonna be honest here.
I think you should get at least a little bit of a point for that
No, you're
first
getting
bit.
you're getting 75% of a point here.
Yeah.
You are most of the way through. It is a comfy, wholesome slice of life show. However, it is
Schoolgirls.
Yes, in school, it's mostly schoolgirls. Just like a couple of.
I think
guys.
there's teachers too, isn't there?
Yeah,
a couple
there's
teachers.
the
Yeah.
teachers, and there's no weebs trying to become less weeby or anything like that. I think that is also a show. It sounds really familiar.
I'm sure it is.
But no,
Everything's an anime.
it's just it's one of the most popular early 2000s slice of life anime. It's just like super popular at the time. So just kind of there's no like gimmicks or anything. It's just 3 years of these girls' high school lives. And it is really sweet and wholesome, and there are moments where it's just like, man, that was like really heartfelt, and I didn't come for that today. And there are other times where it's just like insanely funny.
So
no,
you're up to 4 now, because I gave him a quarter for the.
Yeah, I'm at 4.
So you're at 4.
4 for 4, 4 for 4.
Okay, I don't even need to look at that because I know what my last one is. My last one is, and this is the full English title: Magical Teacher Negama.
Magical teacher. Well, obviously, magical teacher. Name is Negama.
I sure hope it does.
And I think this is a wizard school kind of thing.
Okay.
Not like Little Witch Academia, but like,
That's an anime you've heard of?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was
How would anyone not hear Little Witch
I was not aware it was actually that
not as
popular.
mainstream as you think.
It's really not.
Maybe I just follow a lot of people who love it.
There you go.
Maybe there.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyways, also it's on Netflix.
That might help.
Anyways,
Fair enough.
yeah, I think this is. Yeah, I think this is. I wouldn't say a Japanese Harry Potter, but like it's a magical school, and you know it's following. I think it's not the students. I think it's following the life of the teachers. I think that'd be a more interesting twist.
All right.
And you know, just dealing with the asshole, the prep, the nerd, the guy who's there because his parents forced him to, the high preppy asshole who's there because his parents told him to. And I think it's mainly following this teacher who might be a little more incompetent than the rest, so he's trying to prove himself, and may or may not be failing miserably. And of course, there's someone he has his eye on, who he's hopelessly out of his league.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is more of a comedy than anything.
Alrighty. And that's all?
Yep.
You good?
Again, that also sounds really interesting.
Yep, I'd watch it. Totally.
You'd watch anything.
You're right on the school theme, wrong on the magic school theme. It's just a regular school.
Then why is it fucking called magical?
Allow me to get there.
It's an explanation time.
Allow me to expound, as I will spend the next hour making your mind.
Expound!
Expand your mind.
Magical teacher Negama, I try to say it because I have never said it in English. It's Maho Sensei Negama. It is about the story of a 10-year-old wizard named Negi from Wales. There's a magic school there, to be fair, who has been sent on his assignment to become a full-fledged wizard to teach at an all-girls school in Japan. The characters include not just Negama, but his older teacher friend Takahata, who is also a wizard, I should mention, and the entire class of girls. Every single one of them an important character. Every single one of them a completely different and unique personality.
Wow.
Including but not limited to a ghost that nobody notices until later on down the line because he has to do some magic to make her visible. A vampire. A robot, servant of the vampire, twins who look like they should be in preschool, but they are actually in high school level. A ninja.
I forgot about the ninja.
The main female character, which is a complete and utter dunce, but somehow later on finds out she has special abilities. I should mention the fact that this starts off trying to be like a goofy harem anime, and by the end of the series, it is a fucking magic adventure anime.
I love it.
This is, by my own reckoning, the best fucking anime that exists.
Also, on a dunce scale, are we talking like...
He's not actually dumb. He is a fucking prodigy when it comes
I'm
to
talking
magic.
about the female.
Oh, she's...
I'm just gonna say, are we going from like, hey, to like the pointy hat?
At times, pointy hat.
Yeah.
When it comes to her studies, she's an absolute dunce. The thing is that she's very, very good with the physical side of things, which is why she kind of becomes his actual partner to protect him during battles and such like that.
Not book smart.
Not at all. Not
Street
at all.
smarts.
Yes. No, fair enough.
Street smarts!
So yeah, and I would highly recommend this show. I always do.
You always do.
I always do.
You've mentioned this. Do you already mention this on the other podcast as well about the animes?
Yes.
It
is bar none my most favorite show, and I will leave it at that.
Alright.
You know what? He got a few themes right. I'm giving him half point.
Perfect.
Half point.
So we're 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
Alright, I got it.
This is your last one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
We are
this
reaching the timer,
yeah,
so that's good. We're
worked
doing
out
good.
well. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Melancholy. Definition, please. It's the one word I can never remember. Is that like
do you know the word? The
Yeah,
definition
it's
it's
like,
sadness,
yeah, it's basically
depression.
just sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mel-
fancy.
So it's the melancholy of someone.
Haruhi Suzumiya.
Someone.
Yes.
Haruhi Suzumiya.
So this person's had a shit life from the beginning to end. Obviously. It's the melancholy. And this is not a feel-good anime. This is a feel-bad anime. Because they're not trying to recall the problems. It just resolves this person's problems. Like Sound of Silence, things just keep getting worse. And this is just the descent of this person.
I should mention, while he's telling this, he has stood up to make his point. He is standing to make his point.
Or do they deserve it? Sometimes. This is just this person's life fucked on. Like, nothing works out. There's probably one person who's probably trying to cheer them up, because, you know, you can't always be depressed. But, like, life just keeps kicking this person in the crotch. And when they're down, you know, re-stomp that groin.
Rochambeau, that shit.
Rochambeau? What the fuck is Rochambeau?
You know, what the fuck is Rochambeau?
Look it up, you fucking children.
Look, I'm referencing Master Ken.
Okay, anyways, continue.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is just someone's life spiraling down, and there's no sign of stopping.
That's your final answer?
And, you know, one person trying to help, but they're trying, not succeeding.
So, Taylor's about ready to just end this man's whole career.
I'm about to end it.
I didn't have a career to begin with!
I'm gonna end it before it begins.
Good.
You are totally fucking wrong.
Well, then they got melancholy wrong.
Okay, so the reason it's called Melancholy is because in like the first arc of the show, the title character Haruhi Suzumiya is sad, kind of. It's a lot of discontentedness, but basically the idea is that my character, my avatar Kyon.
Yes.
Oh, we've gone full circle.
Honorary best boy of all time.
Wrong.
Oh.
We're gonna fucking tussle here real
You want to
quick.
go outside?
No, it's really cold out.
I
No,
automatically
it's pretty cold
win. If you're not going outside to fight, I automatically win.
Anyways, Taylor, continue.
Anyways, so he transfers to this school, and it turns out in the same class as him is the girl that was very well known in middle school for being a fucking crazy shithead, like delusional weird girl that tried to contact aliens by writing signs in the football
From a
field.
scale of 1 to Yuno Gasai.
She's like a 9. She varies. She doesn't go yandere. She's just she's crazy and a bit energetic.
Alright.
A bit energetic?
Okay, really energetic and a bit crazy.
So
There
not
we go.
full Yuno, but like, it could go there.
Yes.
I don't think it could with Haruhi. I really don't.
No, because if you'll continue telling us
Actually,
about
I'm
it,
going to be honest, I don't think anyone can go full Yuno.
fair enough.
That's fair.
So explain to him why that's not likely to happen.
It turns out that basically when she arrives in the class, she declares that she only wants to talk to aliens, time travelers, and espers. And immediately, a time traveler, and esper immediately find themselves surrounding her.
Yes. As well as our boy Kyon.
Who's an otherwise normal and entirely unremarkable guy. And the reason for this, it would appear, is because Haruhi may or may not be God. Again, may or may not be God. That's a recurring theme here. You eating chocolate?
We have actual violence on here.
I'm a violent person.
Apparently.
Okay.
I threaten to beat up all my friends all the time. But Jesus Christ, that is just pure shit.
Oh.
How so?
That doesn't sound interesting at all. It sounds just like,
Well,
but then this happens. But then this happens.
Okay, that's the way he's describing it, to be fair. You'd have to watch it to actually get the point.
I'm not going to watch it.
Fair enough, that's your prerogative.
That just doesn't sound interesting at all.
We need to hold back our anger and allow
I'm gonna
him
be
to have
honest.
his opinion.
I don't like this, but I'm mainly doing it because it is annoying you.
Fair enough.
So Clayton's thing.
Yes.
You've stolen his shtick. I hate you. Anyways.
I'll steal everyone's shtick.
I stole that shtick from someone else in the first place, so you know.
And I stole that. I stole that.
I stole that shtick. Okay.
I took that stick straight out of your ass and beat you with it.
Fair enough. So, no
I've
point
lost
on that
fucking
one,
track at this point. So.
He's at 4.5. I'm gonna just do a quick one here, since we are going full circle on our avatars. That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
All right. I think I know the general plot of this.
So let's just see how far you can go.
I sure hope so.
Because more happens than the basic
I've
description.
heard of this a lot. I've heard of this anime a lot, along with my other favorite one with a long, ridiculous title. I'm not going to remember it completely, but I think it's like me and my elf wife open up a pizza parlor in a fantasy dimension. It's not exactly that.
I'd watch that.
It's an actual thing. I could find it.
Fair enough. But
yeah, this is a fantasy world, and obviously, I think since there's both a human and a non-human, I think the shtick of it is everyone has their own monster form,
okay.
and obviously you can be reincarnated. So like life, death doesn't matter. No, I mean it does matter. You're still dying.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Again,
I
sure hope it does.
She got the shit end of the stick. She's a slime. What the that's a level 1 enemy, 1 HP.
Again, that is a guy, not a woman.
I hate it.
Okay. Thanks, I hate it.
I don't know why. I feel like that's either way. Them.
They. Are we using non...
Either way, shit end of the stick.
Okay.
All of their friends, they're much better. They're not overpowered. You're just getting normal monsters, but shit end of the stick. And the person they all look up to, like a fucking dragon or something. And honestly, they're just going on. They're just having fun adventures. You know, shit happens. I'd say slice of life, but it's more like slice of life, but there's fucking action. And honestly, it's just group of people having fun. There's a romance plot that doesn't need to be in there. You don't know why it's there, but it's definitely there.
I've watched at least 20 anime with this exact statement.
Yes.
That applied to.
So are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Okay, first and foremost, you should hit the nail on the head with one thing. And that is that slice of life anime with battles. Yes, I'm giving him a full point for that.
Alright.
Because that is fucking spot on. There's no way else you could have done that perfectly. No, what this does is basically, it starts off as this is the businessman in this world. Our world. And he's just visiting with his friends out on a street, and this fucker comes out of this other fucker comes out of nowhere, just running at them with a knife. He jumps in the way to protect his friends, gets stabbed
ganked.
right there.
Ganked.
Yeah,
Stabbed,
exactly. Full
shanked,
ganked. Full on
kerfunkled.
ganked.
Shaganked.
Prison knife.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Prison knife from the prison pocket.
Yes. Anyways, as he's lying there dying, he's basically hearing this voice every time he mentions something. He's like, "Oh, it's going cold," and it's like thermal resistance added, and it's like he mentions other things, and it's hearing things like this, and he's like, "What is that thing saying?" And then he dies, and he comes back, and he has a slime. He is that little blue blobby of a slime. I'll move it up a little bit so we can see it better.
Slimes are. Is this like a Final Fantasy slime where like they do 1 damage unless it's magic damage or OP as fuck, or is this?
Kind of. You see, okay, so here's what happened. Everything he said quantified to him getting these abilities in this slime form. So his slime form is immune to fire, immune to ice, magic, or just ice in general. He also has something called the Great Sage ability, which allows him to analyze anything. And I mean fucking anything. And figure out information about it. Along with that, an ability called Predator. Because it basically allows him to eat anything and gain its abilities.
Alright, so he's an OP Kirby.
Basically.
He's kind of Kirby.
He has like no limit to the space inside him. He is like the first thing he does is he finds these medicinal herbs, devours everything, and then he can shit out potions, bottle and all. And you were going with the dragon. I want to give you a point for that, but you already got a full point. He meets the dragon first thing, becomes friends with it, and promises to find a way to take it out of there, and swallows it, the dragon and the shield that's holding it in there all inside himself until he can find a way to free him. Goes forward. The whole thing is he basically goes around and unifies all these different monster tribes. By the way, in this world, giving a monster a name gives it power. They just go around as goblins, oni, things like that. He gives them a name. They like evolve. It's like, oh my god, goblin is evolving.
Into
into hobgoblins. That's what they turn into. But anyways, the funniest thing is that the goblins he meets are these like tiny little goblins you'd expect, right? Like goofy looking little fuckers. He names them. And then, of course, this drains his energy, so he's, like, out for 3 days. He wakes up to these fucking goblins that are, like, fucking ripped as shit. He's got this old man, the leader of the village. He's like this shaking old man, can't do anything. He wakes up, they're fucking ripped. He is fucking built. He's like, the fuck happened?
Well, they've all become dummy thick.
Yes, exactly what has happened. And he just basically, the whole thing is him, he is overpowered, to be fair. And the reason for the girl face there, like he looks like a girl, there's a reason for that. He comes across one of the girls, a girl that is a hero of this world, kind of thing, and basically she's dying, and she becomes friends with him and such like that. It's not a love situation, so there's none on that. And her last request on her deathbed is that she basically live on inside him. It's a little creepy if you think about it that way, but basically he consumes her, and he comes out having the ability to turn into a human form, which carries her face. But it's a boy, technically.
So, yeah.
I was wondering about that, to be honest.
Yes.
He's a dude, but, you know.
He's a very pretty dude.
As all anime boys generally... Most anime boys generally tend to be.
And he can switch in between that slime form and the human form as much as he wants. No time. No time at all. Boom, like that. I finished watching the first season. It's not bad, honestly. I thought it was pretty good.
Alright.
I kind of lost interest in the second episode.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, I'm sure.
For me, it's a bit too much traditional isekai, which isn't really my thing. So
you're just not big on isekai, period.
Yes,
to be fair.
I understand what you're saying completely.
Isekai, another world. It's basically personal transport to another world.
Yeah.
Much like Overlord, much like Konosuba.
Yep.
So yeah,
You're naming things I don't know.
Overlord was one of the things I asked.
I know, but I still don't actually know it. I just
If you were to take away anything here, I think the one that you would probably even pull off enjoying a bit would probably be Overlord.
yeah,
Overlord is an easy one to get into, and it's actually entertaining.
I think
because it does have comedy in it. It does have some over-the-top fucking action in it. So
That's what I liked about.
I hate to say it, but I
I
think
forgot the fucking name of that. A demon. My life is a.
Devil's a Part-Timer?
Devil's
Yes,
a Part-Timer?
Devil's a
Okay.
Part-Timer.
there we go.
Also, I just realized I lost my list of animes and
That's
shows
not
I have
good.
to watch. I mean, I have it on the iCloud. I just have an Android, so I'd have to do it on my laptop, which I don't know.
That
Fair
sounds like a bit of a predicament.
I mean,
have
I
to
just
say,
can't read it out loud.
Of Taylor's choices, I'm pretty sure none of them are going to be entertaining.
No, because
to your
most of the shit I enjoy, most people don't, like, the average person will not enjoy.
And yet he still blames us for having shit taste.
Because you did.
No, you're the one with shit. Look, if everyone doesn't like what you enjoy, but you do, you are the one with shit taste.
Have you ever considered that y'all are just standing in a pool of piss and y'all don't realize it?
Well, slurp, slurp, motherfucker, I'm thirsty.
You know what? I
feel
think
that's
we've...
a lesson to take away from life.
Drink the-
when you're drowning in a pool of piss, drink faster.
I mean, if there's nothing else to drink, I guess.
If it's drink or die, take a big fucking gulp.
Yeah.
On that note, I hope you guys have been enjoying this. This has been, I think, one of our more entertaining
Yeah.
podcast type things. So, yeah. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Stop making your fucking Wookiee orgasm noises.
Never!